never going to be the girl that's like, don't put all your eggs in the same basket. I'm putting them all in there. I'm risking it all. I'm not, I don't really believe in that safety thing because my belief is a little bit bigger than that, right? So the struggles I go through with that is just like, make it just enough money in the company for the conferences and stuff. And I would risk it all.
Right.
I would risk it all.
You got challenges that you're going to run across.
All of those things, it was really good. And then in 2014, I was introduced to network marketing, and those were the skills that I was already great at. So I was like, whoa, I can help a lot of people and make a lot of money at my own rate, at my own speed. Because what I did understand that I never really had a 9-to-5. I went to college forever, but I couldn't afford it. So even when I moved to Atlanta, I went to Georgia State and I snuck in all those classes for like 7 months. And even those teachers were in on it. Like I would just go to those big lecture halls and just kind of like sneak in there because I couldn't afford college, but I was just there for the knowledge, right? And in the midst of that, someone found me, and I started with network marketing because I understood that I already had these skills to make it happen. And so with that, that's where I built. I was just great at leadership, and even since I was younger, I was creating all the school dances. I was on all these boards and all of these things. So I honed into those skills, and I led life like that. I didn't lead life on like, oh, I should do this. I should do this. I was never doing that. I'm not an authority person. I don't like people to ever tell me what to do. Even my friends now or people around me now, they're like, you just live on a flow. Cause I go on the path of the least resistance. Right. So I had to find something that I'm good at, procrastination and having my back up against the wall and making money and doing those type of things. It's not for everybody, right? But it's like I knew I had those type of skills. So I've always been all in network marketing, broke as hell for years, right? I was always all in my after that.
Well, tell me then.
Okay.
Some of the sacrifices you went through, some things you might have lost, some things. Yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah, I had a crazy belief. Right? I've had a crazy belief. I've always had a crazy belief, right? So I'm never going to be the girl that's like, don't put all your eggs in the same basket. I'm putting them all in there. I'm risking it all. I'm not, I don't really believe in that safety thing because my belief is a little bit bigger than that, right? So the struggles I go through with that is just like, make it just enough money in the company for the conferences and stuff. And I would risk it all. Right. I would risk it all. Like I would, I remember, I will never forget this. There's this lady, love her so much. Like she really built my confidence. She had an event in the DMV and I was in Atlanta. And I remember I had $50, y'all. I had $50. The event was like $49.95, right? I paid for the event, drove up there, rode in somebody's car, like, oh, I'll give you gas money when I get back. We get commissions on Thursday night or something, right? Rode up there. Man, my phone was off. The only way we make calls, the only way we make money is making calls, right? My phone was off for it was like 2 weeks. But they had that text app. If I was in my Wi-Fi, I could like make calls, right? So I remember sacrificing like my last $50 for my phone to be off for a couple of weeks. Family couldn't call me. I had to figure out an app to call people, all types of stuff, right? But that conference changed my life, right? So that was really when I learned early on in that industry, the power of sacrifice. And I never called it sacrifice. I don't even like that word. It's like I made hella investments in my belief system of knowing that it will always work out no matter what. But losing sleep, I'm the girl on the calls to the last clock of like, let me rank up. I'm like the mom that you can see and run back footage of like me on a stage with my daughter or my daughter in the back, everybody holding her and all types of stuff. Like I never missed an event. I did all of those type of things. Like all of those sacrifices, I love it because it really are all those investments into that type of lifestyle. They really help me be resilient in business. Because if I didn't have those skills, I would never be able to run a marketing agency. I would never be able to do high ticket transactions. I would never be able to work in consulting or anything like that. So all those investments, and I was like, really, I've like lost like cribs. Like I've lost like so much but my belief was always there. So it was always worth it for sure.
So you looked at everything as a learning experience. A lot of people look at it as a loss.
Think of the negative.
Yeah, that's how they think of it, man. MLM and network, but they didn't. I guess most of them didn't put the work in anyway, so they can't look at it like that. But if you did that,
so I did that, and then even when I didn't put in the work, I was so great at being a great leader that a lot of people in network marketing. I don't know about so much now, but back then, a lot of people in network marketing, they became a great support system for me. Like, because you create I created such tight bonds and different things like that. So even through all those learning lessons, I felt like we're all kind of learning them together. Because if my check was messed up, your check was messed up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just think those type of things. That's why I absolutely love that industry for anybody in entrepreneurship. I would just feel like it's such a great place to start. You're going to learn resilience, you're going to learn the power of people not liking you, saying that you're going to just learn so much to be a great leader. And then you become a community leader and different things. It just depends on what you want. I strive for impact. You know what I mean? So if you desire that.
Because I actually met you in the company. Now that was through Donnie Wiggins, right? Or was it?
Yes.
It was through Donnie, right? Because we had lunch. Remember, we had lunch over.
Yes, I remember. It was over here in Buckhead. Yes.
Yeah. What was that? Was that a pizza joint or something? Because I don't eat pizza. It might have been what was that?
I don't think I ate either. I think we just met there really quick. I think maybe we had a salad or something.
Okay. Yeah. It was right at Piedmont.
Yep, over there. That's kind of where I stay now. Yeah.
Right where it connected to what's the road that go all the way up across 285?
I think it's Roswell.
Yes, Piedmont and Roswell. It was right there, that plaza right there.
Yes.
So you ever talk to Donnie?
Yes, I always tap in with Donnie, usually on social media and things like that. But yeah, definitely. Yep, we kind of work in the same space.
All right. Well, when I saw that video we just played, I know that's one of the things that I know that people who ever had any kind of success, they had to go through some stuff. They had to lose some stuff or been in, awkward positions or had to make decisions that the typical person wouldn't really take or do, whether it was putting forth the effort to, drive everywhere if you couldn't fly or to do whatever it took to get there. Where most people would say, no, that's just too much.
You got to trust yourself. You got to trust yourself for that. And you got to be, I love the unknown. A lot of people, they don't like to do that. I love it.
Right.
I love it. So I like to lean into those type of things. And most people can't fathom that. Right. And I kind of grew up in a, even though I had a brother and I met more family later on and different things like that, but I kind of always lived in a world and never I think if my mom was on here, she would say I never kind of adjusted to anything. I never thought anything was normal because I believe in creating your own reality. You're a person in a reality. That's why we have a personality, right? So those are things that I've always created my own world. So even when you guys think it's not working, it's working for me. And I've always had that type of belief. And with that, that's why I don't really work hard. So when a lot of people be like, oh, coach, you grinded, you did it. It's nah, I spent 24 thinking of the idea of the master plan of whatever. And then I hire and find and look for, or sometimes I just want to work in the business and I want to do the copy and I want to, you know what I mean? Different things like that. And so most people don't take care of their belief. They try to take care of the work, but I don't believe as a feminine, successful alpha type of woman, I believe that, I just work really smart, but that took so much investment in mindset and development and mistakes and fear.
I'm glad you brought up this feminine alpha type woman. I had a show I did the other day. Yeah, a really big show that I did the other day. And we were talking about dating and relationships. We were talking about dating apps and all that. So you're out here, right? You're single.
Man,
there's
so what? Kids in the dating pool.
What do you mean? You talking about Atlanta? I know it.
Atlanta,
but you know,
Atlanta got poison in it. I don't know what Atlanta got.
But you know, everything starts in Atlanta. I don't care what nobody says. It goes from here everywhere. So, so have you used dating apps?
I've never been on a dating app, but I just went to this this lunch with some boss ladies the other day, and they was like, "Girl, you got to get on these apps." That's it. I don't know.
All right. So do you get the DMs in your Instagram and your messages in your Facebook? Do you?
Man.
Okay. So how do you decide on whether you're gonna go on a date or not? How do you decide on the person if you? Where's that?
Okay, that's perfect. Me, I'm scared as hell. I don't know. It's scary out here. Like you can't really just like, hey, come pick me up at my house. Blah, blah. Like you can't do none of that, right?
Right.
And so, me, I believe, I've been like single, but I'm not really a dater, right? So everybody, you know, I know my king is not gonna bust down my house and find me in here sitting in the house on my computer working. So I know I have to start honing in on the dating experience, right? But for me, the dating stories, the marriage story, these stories out here, I don't know. I just am kind of like, God, if you don't bring him to me yourself and sit him next to me, or literally visit me in my prayer, be like, yo, he looks like this. This is him. You're gonna see him tomorrow. I don't know. When I'm out, I do organically meet people and things like that. And I might like go on a date here and there. But to me, it's scary. It's wild out here.
Have you been married?
No, I haven't been married. No.
Okay, so do you plan on, or you kind of made up your mind that okay?
So I believe there's not really like, I have a belief in a marriage, right? Like I have a belief in a marriage. Like can my king pull up? Can my king pull up? Okay. I definitely have a belief in marriage, but we gotta kind of like write it out, because the way that marriages work these days, there's not really like a standard, right? Like I'll be like, oh, that's what you do in marriage? I was literally watching, I never watched reality TV. Me and my friend.
Make sure that you like and subscribe and hit the all button and all that kind of stuff, because we're gonna have a lot of good interviews on this podcast.